So if you're a Who Dat and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, WhoDatDaily.com is your site. The WhoDatDaily.com for the sport Who Dat in all of us.
Thank you for making Saints Central your black and gold home for the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome. Number one sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons. We won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies and the vets, players you should look at. It's the sports coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game, party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, Who Dat Nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the sports coma, all we know is Saints Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
Who Dat to the black and gold family, man. We're in this thing Thursday stream. TLC Week 18, Saints versus the Falcons. Guest preview with my dog, Big Low Kuntry Sports in the building, representing the Falcon Nation. My dog Low's in the building. We're going to cover the matchup between the Saints and the Falcons on this thing. And once again, like I've been saying for some time now, welcome. You're now rocking with the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys, where we have intense, entertaining, educating, and enlightening sport talk for your favorite sports family. I'm Big Q. I'm in the building. I got my dog, Big Low Kuntry, representing the Atlanta Falcon Nation in here to talk about the Falcons and the Saints. Big Low, welcome back, bro.
Hey, man, hold on. What's going on, Q? Hold on. First of all, before we get started, Q, I just want to say something because, you had the song and everything for the Saints. But, I got to represent my Falcons. So let me go ahead and start it. Like your boy Big Low Kuntry always says, what in the world, Bo? Welcome. Number one sports talking D. When it comes to the Saints, the Falcons never blow the lead. We're doing it. The Saints getting Nathan. This weekend, we going to beat Sean Payton. That's what it is. That's what it is.
The Big Low remix. Sometimes I forget it, bro. I've heard it so many times. Sometimes I hear it, it just, it just go past. We've been having that for years. But welcome to the stream, my brother. Glad. It's always fun when we talk to our homeboy Big Low from the Atlanta side of the family, man. And it's always good. And Low, listen, we breaking reality over here, bro, to be honest with you, because a lot of people don't think that you can have an Atlanta man and the Saints man that can sit down respectfully and talk about football, baby. We breaking all kind of norms, bro.
Hey, bro, we breaking barriers over here, bro. We breaking barriers. At the end of the day, man, we don't like the Saints. We know that y'all don't like the Falcons, but at the end of the day, man, family overcomes everything.
There you go. Well said, Lo. That's King Solomon wisdom right there, bro. That's King Solomon wisdom. Let's first of all, big ups to the great Saint Think Tank. I appreciate y'all being in the building. Welcoming my dog Lo. I see a lot of people out there giving Lo love, and I appreciate the family members doing that. Lo, a really good dude, cool dude, man. That's the brother right there. But much love to y'all. Hit the like button, man. If y'all are not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. Join Big Country Low Sports. Join the Sports Coma. Hit the damn button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit it because we're going to have some fun talking about some football, man. Saints and Falcons. Here we go. Now, Lo, let's start it off like this, my brother. We got an injury report, bro, to go off of both our squads here. And this is the Thursday injury report. as reported by the Saints website, NewOrleansSaints.com. Teron Armstead DNP'd Wednesday and Thursday. We know he won't play in this game. Marcus Davenport with an ankle. First it was a shoulder, now it's an ankle. He was DNP'd both games of days, excuse me. Whether he'll play Friday or we'll see, man. Bradley Roby had a shoulder issue. He was shut down. PJ Williams had an ankle issue. He was shut down Wednesday and Thursday. Good news is Ryan Ramczyk, one of our top, and I say Ramczyk's the best offensive lineman we have on the team. He played limited with the knee issue, missed about a month plus worth of games. Ty Montgomery, very experienced running back / wide receiver type, limited with a back issue. Mark Ingram was limited Wednesday, then shut down Thursday. Kind of progress going backwards there, a regression. And of course, Taysom Hill, ring finger, fully practiced. He'll be dealing with that all the way into the summertime. And we go down to the Falcons. Falcons not dealing with a lot here, Lo. I see Kyle Pitts had an hamstring issue, but he was shut down Wednesday, was limited today. Olesen, which is your backup running back, he was DNP Wednesday, limited with the quadricep issue. You look at Frank Darby, the wide receiver, was limited. Fabian Moreau, that's your other starting cornerback, fully practiced. And of course, DNP was Mayfield Patterson, which is concerning. He's a big part of the offense, and Lee Smith. So talk about this, Lo. What do you think about your injury report right here, my brother?
I mean, first of all, like, we as coaches, we always look at the other side first, right? Because we know it's all about controlling the controllables. So what I'm looking at, I'm seeing that there's a lot of injuries on the Saints defensive side of the ball. I'm seeing, especially, that secondary. I see that, Roby's out, PJ Williams, he hasn't been practicing. And you know what they say in the NFL, they're not practicing by Thursday or Friday. That cuts the chances down. Yeah, that cuts the chances down significantly. Also, Marcus Davenport, I predicted that him and Cam, they're probably going to share a sack. They're going to end up having a party at the ball if he plays. But we'll kind of see what's going on with him and that ankle. So, moving forward, I'm hoping that definitely I hope that people stay healthy. But I'm hoping that if that is the case, we could exploit the defensive side of the ball and try to put some points on the board, because to beat y'all this weekend, we're gonna have to put up at least 25. As far as our side, Kyle Pitts, hamstring, that's always kind of touch and go. You never know what you're gonna get with that. Cordero Patterson, that's just old man time. He just earned that privilege since he's 30. If you're 30 in the NFL, you can sit out practices, especially closer to the end of the season.
Right.
Fabian Monroe, to be completely honest with you, I don't think it would make a difference if he played or not. I don't think he's that much of a difference maker right now. He's been on a little bit on the struggle bus, so it's going to be interesting. Q, tell me what you're thinking about it, brother. Like what? I need some of your wisdom on this.
Well, bro, to be honest with you, there, Lo, my dog, I kind of, Davenport is next year be the last year of his contract, first round draft pick. Hit and miss with Davenport. When he's out there, he's impactful. But the problem is none of them have the gene that Cam Jordan has, that Iron Man gene with Cam. 175 starts, never missed an NFL contest in all his years, except the one thing that tackled him was C-19. That was for the Jets game, which was the best thing that happened to Cam all season long, as he then came alive and had all the sacks. He's up to 11 and a half sacks on the year. So, I mean, he's had a phenomenal back end of the year, but Davenport compliments Cam. And DNP both games. And like you said, Friday, if he's DNP, chances are more than likely he won't play in the game. And we need Davenport. Yeah. We need Davenport to be able to keep the pressure on Atlanta when we face with Matt Ryan. Because Matt Ryan, the one thing I realized about the Falcons is, man, they're amazingly healthy. If you look at our staff, the Saints are missing a lot. Jameis, our starting quarterback, he's gone. We got injuries across the board. He got Ingram is nicked up. He was looking good. They DMP'd him. So y'all are amazingly healthy this late in the year where we are not. So we are getting
Yeah.
ram checked back. We're getting a few players back, and we'll just have to see how that thing works. But Davenport, really not too much, like you mentioned, Fabian Moreau. Um, Roby is the same thing with us. I mean,
Really.
PJ Williams has been a playmaker for the Saints, leads the team in interceptions. So
Yeah.
missing PJ is big. If he does miss, hopefully he plays Friday. It practices Friday. And but Roby, on the other hand, not too much. He hadn't really looked that well to me during this season. So, but yeah, most certainly one of the Davenport and PJ Williams. We need those guys to be ready to play against the Falcons. Man, this is for all the marbles, man, to get there. And of course, Rams got to do us a favor and take care of business against the 49ers. But at the end of the day, the Saints got to do themselves a favor and take care of business against the Falcons. We got to split the season series. We got to handle the business, low. Ain't no doubt about it, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, Q is to be completely honest with you, and I'm pretty sure you and the people in the chat, you know, the same way that you're saying that like we're altering reality right now. Who would have thought that there will be a Saints and Falcons game where we wouldn't be looking for a high scoring game? Like for the last 15 years, the Saints and the Falcons playing each other. Oh, okay. Somebody gonna score in the 30s. But now it's like, man, you know, if I can get to 24, we might have a chance, kind of a situation. So
Right.
you know, especially with these injuries, because to be completely honest with you, Q, we've been very, very fortunate this year when it comes to C19. Like we haven't had that many people miss time, and I feel
Yeah.
like that's one of the biggest reasons why we won the amount of games that we won, because we haven't been affected as much as, you know, like y'all were, you know, a couple weeks ago. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, and you're right, Lo. And that's the fortunate thing. The year prior to that, we had some issues with it. This year is definitely hardcore with it, where we had to empty all but 3 players off the practice squad to fill a roster. And of course, Goodell, when and this was reported by Mickey Loomis, the general manager of the New Orleans Saints. Mickey said that they asked for a postponement. The NFL told them no and told them to suck it up and play. And that's why
Man,
the Who Dat Nation hates Goodell, and I continue to deride on him because he's a
he does
piece of
not
trash.
like y'all. He
Well,
does not like y'all.
he's a piece of trash. He's a piece of garbage, and it all goes back to Tom Benson, the former owner of the team. Rest in peace to Tom Benson, who voted against Goodell. Him and Jerry Jones were only 2 owners that voted against Goodell to be the commissioner. Everybody else
I
voted him in,
remember that.
and he holds a grudge. So the black and gold and the cowboy people get hit up by Goodell. He overtaxes the Saints, doesn't do anything for them, and totally spits in the Who Dat Nation fates. So if I wasn't, as you know, I'm biding my language right now, but I would definitely let a couple of things fly at Goodell, and I've been blasting him. I got shirts and a skunk commissioner and all this kind of stuff about this clown scumbag. So I mean, it's just what it is with him. But anyway, low enough for that trash. Let's get into some of the statistics, my friend. Let's get to Lord, I'm telling you, bro, it gets real deal in the Who Dat Nation when they come down to scumbag Goodell. When we start talking about him, we went over the injury report. Let's get to the team statistics, my brother. Let's get into that.
Okay.
I got them on the screen right there, and this is right now what it looks like. Saints averaging 21 points a game. You round it off, and of course, you see that points per game average dropping underneath 20. A 19.7 for the black and gold defense as they crystallize, and they are really playing some solid football. Them and the special teams are really carrying the Saints. The offense scored its first touchdown in 11 quarters, which is ridiculous. But we was finally able to break that terrible 3-game, almost a 3-game, 11 quarters, almost 3-game streak of not being able to score a offensive touchdown. Finally did that last week and against Carolina, which was a big, big pressure off of our back, so to speak. Atlanta, 18.3 points per contest, giving up about 27 a game. 315.9 is the total offense for the Saints versus 322.5 by Atlanta. 203.7 Saints through the air. 112.3 Saints on the ground rushing attack. The Falcons, 235.7 and rushing at that thing just shy of 87 yards per contest. Defense, 340.1 versus 373.3. Saints allow almost 245 yards per game through the secondary and are halting you to a stonewall 95.4 yards rushing per contest. Atlanta 245.4 is what they allowed through the secondary and give up a whopping 128 yards rushing per game. Low. Let's get into the statistics, bro. Talk to me about Atlanta's offense here, bro, and then we'll get defensive. What you think about these numbers?
So offensively, I would say our biggest need has been the offensive line. A lot of people have been complaining about, our wide receivers and, complaining because we don't have Julio Jones. Forget
Right.
Julio Jones. Or we don't have Calvin Ridley. And I'm pretty sure we'll talk about that whole situation a little bit later on today, Q, with all the news.
I want to update. I haven't been hearing.
Yeah. We'll definitely cut that wood later. But as far as offensively, it's been the offensive line. We're not getting a push. The reason why we got Coach Arthur Smith is because he was a former offensive line coach, and we drafted, I think, like 2 guys in the first few rounds, and last season we drafted 2 guys in the first round. We traded back up into the first round to get 2 guys. So you would think we would be able to efficiently run the ball, but it hasn't been done. We've been at the goal line, at the 1-yard line, and threw the ball 4 times in a row because he doesn't trust the offensive line. So moving forward, that's definitely a need. The only legitimate playmakers that we have whenever the ball flies through the air are Cordero Patterson and Kyle Pitts. You have a Russell Gage, LSU boy, but he's not, that much of a threat. So that's pretty much the deal with the Falcons offensively. Now defensively, I'm going to go ahead and tell you something. Everybody's been talking about how Dean Pease, former defensive coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots, talk about how he's a genius. Me, myself, I hadn't seen it. I've been looking for it in the daytime with a flashlight, Bo. I still ain't seen it. But he plays soft coverage. So he's a 3-4 guy, plays defense a lot like the Pittsburgh Steelers, except he's a lot more conservative. So he's gonna blitz.
Yeah.
He's gonna blitz. So and that's why defensively it's one of those cases where rushing quarterbacks eat us alive. I don't know if you're familiar, but Taylor Heineke ate us alive. We made Jalen Hurts look like an MVP candidate the first game of the season. Josh Allen had more rushing yards than all of our running backs combined last week. Rushing quarterbacks eat us up. So I'm real worried about Taysom Hill on Sunday. So with that said, it's like we haven't given up a passing play over 40 yards this season.
Oh, okay. That's pretty respectable.
But it doesn't make no difference if you giving up passing plays for 20 yards. You pass them out like candy at the Mardi Gras. It don't make no difference.
Hey, Lo, that's like, man, that's pretty good, man. That's true. But they're eating your lunch up front, so they ain't taking big old bites of it, but they just peeling off a piece at a time. That's what you're saying, Lo. I got you, bro.
Exactly. They ain't eating the orange by the half. They just eating them by the wedges. That's
a slice at a time.
A slice at a time, Q.
All right, man, I get this. Hey, man, just eat the damn thing. No, it's all, bro. But listen, but I was looking at some film on Atlanta, man, and and correct me if I'm wrong about your squad, but the strength of the defense, in my opinion, is the linebackers. I think the linebackers are pretty damn good, to be honest with you. They're fast, they're aggressive. I don't know why why Atlanta's defense isn't better than what the numbers indicate. And I know you can't trust the numbers all the time.
Yeah.
But it could be just schematic, as the coaches don't know how to use the personnel to the full. What you think, Lo?
To be completely honest with you, Q, it's like the linebackers and the secondary is actually pretty decent. Like our cornerback, AJ Terrell, he's the highest rated cornerback in the league. I think
He
he has like
playing real well ball this year.
playing real. But you know, at the end of the day, Q, it don't matter if the defense can't get home. You know, I call the defensive line, I call the front four or front three, and I call them ET. They're always trying to get home, but they can't. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's like the guys on the back end, they could play so crazy that their head spinning around. But it don't make any difference if the guys up front can't get home. Like it's got to the point where you have to send you. I mean, it's not a question. You have to send somebody to blitz. Yeah, you have to send somebody to blitz. So I mean, with that being, if you got a quarterback worth his weight in salt, he gonna eat you alive.
Right.
You know.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's interesting, Lou, because we talk about Big Grady, and you talked about Grady the first time we did the what was it, the first matchup in the dome with Saints and the Falcons. You talked about how Big Grady is not having a good year, and I guess that's because has that changed for Grady, or is it the fact that he just doesn't have somebody to play off? Is that the issue?
Yeah, he ain't got nobody to play beside. You know, I mean, he's getting double teamed almost every play, unless it's one of those cases where he could just swipe through at the point of attack and get skinny and get between a center and a guard. But other than that, like they've actually kicked him out. He's been playing defensive end a lot more because he's been playing defensive end because they're trying to isolate him more. I mean, he almost every play he's getting three hands, at least three hands put on him. So that that's tough to do, especially in the NFL.
Yeah. Listen, bro, I watched Cam Jordan year after year master all the beating double teams and chips, and still getting there and handle business, and they know Cam coming. And the Saints and imaginative about knowing how to move Cam around. I kept saying that about the Saints defensive coordinators is that move your personnel around to create mismatches pre-snap. Let's get imaginative here. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I've seen Romeo Crennel do in Houston with JJ Watt there, just moving the guy around and creating mismatches pre-snap. Yeah, it's hard to guard a guy like that. And the Saints starting to do it. They're starting to play Cam inside. He had a mindset where he wanted to stay clean, which means he didn't want to stunt, which is ridiculous. But then we seen him stunting, and he started getting all these sacks because it's all about getting you the mismatches that you need to be productive, putting these players in the proper positions to maximize success. It's what part of great coaching is, knowing the positives about it.
That's it. Whenever we do film study on my channel, or whenever me and Coach Roney are just looking at film, so whenever we call, we got code words, and back for whenever I used to coach back in the day, and whenever somebody's stunting, I call them Birdman. So if you So if you taking this guy's gap and you stunting, I'm like, we got a Birdman on the field. We got a number one stutter.
Hey, that worked for y'all though, man. The Birdman, the Falcons, that's perfect.
Hey, exactly. But the thing I like about Cam the most is his hand placement, and he's always looking around the corner. That's why he plays that run so well, because he makes sure that he keeps his arms straight, and he's always peeking around the corner. Make sure he sets the edge first, and then he goes. It's not one of those cases where I'm just making moves, and going. Nah, he'll make sure that he sets that edge first. He swings his hips around. Then, once he has the guy where he wants him, it's to the quarterback. I mean, it's beautiful. I love to watch Cam Jordan play ball.
Well, let me ask you about this, Lo, and then we'll get to your offensive side of things. I was looking at you still have Tyler Davison. I remember telling you the last time we talked about getting rid of Tyler Davison that we got rid of him because he ain't hitting on nothing. And then all of a sudden, y'all picked up another Davison. How y'all cloning these guys? What's going on, Lo?
Why?
You got two Davisons over there now. What the hell? Is that his brother? What's going on?
Boy, let me tell you something, boy. That Tyler Davison, Terry, I don't know what Terry was doing, boy. Boy, Tyler Davison, that old sorry sack of sorry, that sorry joking.
Boy, we got rid of that boy, man. We got rid of Malcolm Brown down here, man, because the Saints was trying to get rid of Tyler Davison several years before they actually got rid of him. You know, and we picked up Brown from the Patriots. He came down here. I think that year we picked him up. He was the first guy that signed. And he was down here for several years, did a lot of great work for us. He a true nose tackle to help out the line. So, but yeah, Tyler Davison was a guy that at one time was the strongest player on the team, but he just hit a ceiling and he's not getting any better. At this point, he's going in the ground. And then I turn around, y'all got another Davison?
Yeah, we got Marlon Davidson from Auburn.
Oh, so okay, I remember him. Actually, he's gonna be something for you.
Yeah. He's coming along slowly. His first year, he had a lot of injuries, and he had a battle with COVID and things like that. But he actually had a pick six on Tom Brady.
How about that?
And he sacked him the first game. The first game he sacked him, and the second game he got a pick six. But I'm gonna tell you something. Tyler Davison, we got a nickname for him in Atlanta. Route 96.
Route 96.
Yeah, it's a clear path every time.
Oh, that's so funny. And true too. Very true. Route 96. I said, man, Tyler Davison, man, he is like my son say Cap. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to young people stuff. He say he
gotta
Cap.
get that young Thundercat language.
Yeah, there you go, bro. You got to figure it out, Lo. You can't let them pass you up, bro. They be talking to you. You got to know what they saying. You know what I'm saying? But let's look at the offense, bro. We talked 18.3 Saints 21 points a game. Like I said, our offense, man, scored its first touchdown in 11 quarters, almost 3 games worth of football before we got a score. And you're right about Tyler Davison. I mean, about Taysom Hill. In the scrambling ability that he represents. He used it quite effectively in the last matchup against Carolina as well. And in this game with Atlanta, we know what was it last year that Taysom beat the Falcons twice in 3 games, 3 games in 3 weeks. The Saints played the Falcons twice. I think the other game was Denver. In between there, and Taysom Hill was able to beat the Atlanta Falcons twice.
Burned our jaws off. Burned our jaws off.
So I know Atlanta's probably remembering what Taysom did, and perhaps he could create that. But I know if Coach Payton is listening and he's paying attention to it, he knows Taysom Hill does provide the athletic ability to be able to give defenses fits and problems, not to mention Elvin Kamara there. So talk to me about your offense, bro, before we start talking Saints and your thoughts on the Saints squad. Talk to me about your offense. I know Ridley's not there. You talked about Gage, who had a pretty good game in the first game against us. He did his thing. Patterson is another dude that shined in that wheel route. Saints just did not shut that wheel route round, and they did what they had to do in that game. So talk to me about Atlanta, because like I said, Matt, as you got Matty Icy Hot in there, that guy is, listen, no bull BS. Matt Icy Hot is a tough dude, man.
Yeah,
that's a tough quarterback, man. And the dude is, and I just think about it like from an Atlanta historic perspective. That guy came in after Vic left and took over and been there ever since Vic left, and have had some success in Atlanta. So that's tough shoes to fill for Matty Icy Hot. So I give him that name affectionately, but we respect what he does, man, because he can hurt you.
I mean, the thing about Matt Ryan is that, I mean, he's tough mentally and physically, because Atlanta. Let's keep it a buck, Q. Atlanta's a black city. It's Chocolate City, not the R. Kelly album. It ain't Chocolate Factory R. Kelly album. But Atlanta is a black city. So whenever Michael Vick left,
bro, I remember when I toured Atlanta, there was several black country clubs.
Oh yeah,
never heard of that before. Like,
really,
it's a mixture of. But see, you in Atlanta, there's a lot of black success there. So it's the Omeka. It's the Mecca of it. And you go to other cities and places, it's a mixture of country clubs. You have black people, white people, Hispanic and Asian. It's a mixture. But if you go there, there's like black country clubs and all kind of stuff. Atlanta is pretty interesting, man, culturally speaking.
Man. I mean, it definitely is. They just opened a Black Wall Street where everything is, ran by African Americans. But I mean, the thing is that it's one of those cases where Michael Vick was Atlanta's child, right? I mean, Michael Vick was the be all end all when it came to Atlanta. So just imagine like whenever Matt Ryan came in, this goofy white kid, you know,
From Boston College.
from Boston College, like everybody's like, man, he ain't finna live up to Michael Vick. I mean, first pass touchdown, like 60-yard touchdown. And over the years, he's continued to prove himself. But not only that, this guy's the most hit quarterback over the last 4 seasons. Not collectively, not collectively.
Yeah.
He's been the most hit quarterback every year for the last 4 seasons.
Yeah, he is.
So I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I respect because I played the game, and you get hit like that, people 280 pounds running 20 miles an hour, falling on you, stepping on you, all kinds. Man, that's
driving you, planting you in the ground, all that.
Yeah. That's a big feat, but I mean, my bad. I ain't mean to get our subject.
No, that's well said, bro.
But as far as our offense goes, like I said, we run like a zone run blocking kind of scheme. Our coach, who is our offensive coordinator, I hate that whole situation. I've seen a lot of people in the Great State think tank. They don't like that situation on y'all side either. But he likes to run the ball. And for the people in the chat and for you, Big Q, I'm giving y'all some intel now. Our coach, whenever he runs the ball, almost 85% of the time, he runs it to the left side of our offensive line. Almost 85% of the time. So it's one of those situations where, we try to run the ball, but, we haven't been that successful. So Kyle Pitts, I think he's like 56 yards away from breaking the all-time, breaking the rookie record for tight ends in a season. That's been our biggest weapon through the air. We got Mike Davis. Whenever he runs the ball, he looks like he's stomping roaches. He slow as pond water mixed with molasses. Cordero Patterson is our best running back. I hate to say it, Q, but and there's a running joke on our channel where we talk about Cordero Patterson because Coach Roney, she calls him Coderell. So it went from people call him the
that's
man.
That's how it looked, though. I mean, that's how it looks.
It does, doesn't it? It does.
Yeah.
So they call the man Coaxial Patterson and Concierge Patterson and everything. So, but yeah, it's one of those situations where, just moving the ball, period. Like we've had a tough time. Like we don't have the Calvin Ridleys, we don't have the Julio Joneses, so we have to make do with what we got. So I'm pretty sure, Q, in this draft, we're going to be drafting a wide receiver because I don't think Calvin Ridley's coming back.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Ridley is a fantastic wide receiver, man, and he took a while. He was out for the first matchup. I thought he would come back, but he decided, man, I'm done. Wow, and you did, and low credit to you because you called that. You said that he won't ever put on an Atlanta Falcon jersey ever again. You called that then.
Yeah, I seen the writing on the wall, man. I already knew what time it was. Him and Julio Jones, they're real cool and everything, and they didn't like the fact that the Falcons fired Dan Quinn because Dan Quinn was
he's a
player's coach. Yeah. So Julio wanted out, but Calvin Ridley, he figured out a way to. And look, I'm not saying that Calvin Ridley is not going through mental issues or whatever. I'm not saying that. If he indeed is, I'm hoping and praying for the best for him. Right. But I mean, he hasn't played 75-80% of the season, but he's still getting paid.
Right.
I mean, everybody been seeing him all around the city. I mean, it's not a good look. If you try to get your mind right, go to New Orleans or something. Go chill out, ride around and drink daiquiris. I don't know, but it's. But yeah, man. So I don't think today everybody's saying that Calvin Ridley's probably not coming back. So it's a tough pill to swallow, but you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, you got to move on, man. And like you said, the draft is more than likely the best situation to groom a young wide receiver. You don't have to overpay for. Of course, they'll have some people on the free agency chart if you're looking at that. But let's talk about you made mention of Matty. I call him Matty Icy Hot affectionately, and Davis, the running back, and Kyle Pitts. I know he was on the injury list. It looks like he'll be good to go. The offensive line. You talked about Arthur Smith having trust issues with his offensive line. This offensive line, to me, although it doesn't seem like a bad offensive line. Those tackles in Matthews and McGarry are not that bad. Interiorly speaking, I heard Lickstrom is all right. But, talk to me about the offensive line. And, of course, this will be the big point, Lo, is the fact that the Saints defensive line will test the offensive line for the Atlanta Falcons. Is that the major weak point that you believe that Atlanta has to win to have success?
Yes. As far as our offensive line against your defensive line, I don't know who in the world told you that Caleb McGarry is a good tackle, Q, but you shouldn't listen to them. Don't talk to people who lie to you, Q. Don't talk to people who lie to you, bro.
Wasn't McGarry a high pick, Lo?
He was the first round pick. That's the thing, Q. He was the first. They traded back into the first to get this dude. Well, but let me tell you this though, Q. Thing about Caleb McGarry is that they traded back into the first, right? To get him. The guy has a pre-existing heart condition.
Damn, did they know that then?
Yes. Yes.
Damn.
Dude,
what the hell?
So he can't exert.
That wasn't Arthur. That wasn't our guy.
No.
I'm about to say,
that
man.
wasn't Terry.
That was
Dimitrov.
Dimitrov.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That was Dimitrov. So he can't exercise too hard. And he can't lift weights too hard. But you're gonna say, hey, block Cam Jordan.
Oh.
What in the world, Q?
What in the world, Bo?
What in the world, Bo? Like, what am I supposed to do with that? If I was Matt Ryan, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'd be pissed off. So you telling me this is what I got to deal with?
Damn, he can't work out too hard.
I'm not saying, because look, everybody has their own health issues. I'm not.
Yeah, but that's but having health issues and playing football, that's not a good look, though, Lo. I mean, you want to try to get a guy as healthy as you possibly can. You know what I mean?
Hey, man. Hey, it's tough. It's tough. Hey, Q, I'm sorry, Q. I got to do it, Q. I got to do it if you don't mind. I appreciate that. Jimmy Flippin. You make me laugh. Jimmy Flippin. I appreciate you so much for supporting the channel, supporting my homeboy Big Q. And it's a tradition that we do every time on Big Low Country Sports. But that's the Superman chat.
Lo, you crazy, man. Oh, it's crazy. Oh, Lo, you're a funny dude, man. Thank you, Jimmy. Appreciate the super chat. It was worth it to hear Lo do the Superman chat, man. That was funny. Thank you, Lo.
Not a problem, man. But yeah, I mean, look, it's one of those situations that, as far as Caleb, the only offensive linemen that I trust right now are Chris Lindstrom and Jake Matthews. So that's that. I only trust 40% of my offensive line. That's sad. And that's
all right. Sad. Yeah. Well, that kind of threw me for a loop. When you told me he had heart issues, I wasn't aware of that, bro. Yeah, that definitely could be problematic. They might want to find somebody else, man, and to do that. But yeah, the offensive line struggles. That's not going to be a good look because part of the thing what I was thinking about were keys to victory, Lo. Then you give me your keys to victory in terms of it. By my research that I did on the Atlanta Falcons, the Saints will have to, and what they've been doing to many teams this year is that the Saints going to get after you. I don't know if Davenport plays or not. Hopefully he does. But if not, Granderson will have to step up. We have to be able to create. You have to be able to create a pass rush opposite of Cam Jordan. And we have our other first round draft pick, Peyton Turner, who's similar to Davenport, even insofar as his injuries. He looks like him, plays like him to a degree, but he's also hurt. So I mean, we don't. That's the gene I talked about that Cam Jordan has, is that availability gene. He's there.
Yeah.
But hopefully, I was saying you could take some of these guys. He was talking about drafting clones of Davenport. Like, the hell with that. Draft clones of Cam Jordan. Draft clones of Drew Brees.
Exactly.
While we looking at, well, we got to get the Taysom Hill clone. Nah, Taysom's fine. He's an athlete. But if you want a quarterback, draft the clone of Drew. Draft the clone of Cam Jordan, and so on and so forth. But yeah, that's the big part of the game, is can Atlanta's offensive line handle what Dennis Allen sends at him, the ruffle the feathers of Matty Icy Hot. And Cam loves playing against Atlanta. One of the famous games, he had 4 sacks on Atlanta, and listen. And Lo, you gave me some inside Jews, some information on the offensive line and everything. Let me return the favor to you, my friend.
Okay.
Cam Jordan, bro, is a guy that is playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
It's the Jets game was a major blessing for Cam because it woke him up on the back end of the season. He's having a phenomenal back end of the season. He's been in 2 weeks he's been twice mentioned as the was the defensive player of the week, 2 times in the last 3 weeks. So he's playing some really inspired ball. He loves playing against Atlanta. So you might see a triple, not a double, but 2 or 3 sack game because Cam's coming. I don't know about Davenport might be playing, but yeah, Cam loves playing the Atlanta Falcons, bro. So I don't know what they're going to have to do to deal with him. Arthur Smith is going to have to deal with Cam, but that's a big part of the Saints' success, is that the defense carries the Saints. The special teams that's crystallized, and the Saints offense, we just need, and I've been saying it over the last several weeks, is that the Saints, if they could score 20 to 21 points a game in the matchup against your squad, that they should have a chance of success based on the Saints special teams, because they're going to hit field goals. You get them in position, and the Saints defense is not only going to get sacks, but they're going to get turnovers because they come with the pressure. I mean, guys, we talking about Cam. We're not talking about Demario Davis. We're not talking about Quan Alexander, who should be mentioned for comeback player of the year. We're not talking about Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, who's another hell brand. Lattimore, who's having a solid year in his own right. And the rest of some of our secondary players is there as well. So the Saints defense is carrying the team right now. Special teams have crystallized, and the offense needs to come alive. So you mentioned the Taysom Hill issues. In terms of Atlanta Falcons defense having problems with mobile quarterbacks, that would be my keys to victory, is to get after Matty Icy Hot, stop the rushing attack, which it appears statistically that Atlanta is not known as a running team. Right now, I think the average, in terms of, you correct me if I'm wrong, Lo, is that the season average right now through week 18 is 87 yards per contest running the ball in the offense. So everything is on the back of Matty Icy Hot for them to, so he has to carry the team. So if the Saints neutralize the pass rush and neutralize the running attack and then put pressure on Matt Ryan, this could be unfavorable to Atlanta. So talk to me about your keys to victory and what you think about my commentary on the keys to victory.
I mean, I think you're dead on when it comes to, when it comes to how y'all would attack us. So stopping our run. But the thing is that, I know the type of run defense that y'all have, and it's legit. Now, the last game that we had, Cam Jordan, I don't think he got any sacks, but I know that he did force some pressure. So moving forward, if we can't run the ball, and this is what I said on my channel, I said, well, look, if we can't run the ball, then we need to go straight New England Patriots and just have long handoffs, and that's what they did.
Mhm.
Um, they actually started running those wheel routes, and they were getting Cordell Patterson out in the flat, and just having the long handoffs and trying to stretch those linebackers out. And it definitely worked. But I mean, moving forward, just like you said, um, this game is going to be on the back of Matt Ryan. And
Mhm.
I mean, the sad thing is, Q, is that not only is this game going to be on the back of Matt Ryan, if we're completely honest, and if Atlanta Falcons fans look at this situation realistically,
Mhm.
knowing the type of guy that Terry Fontenot is, and knowing that him and Arthur Smith are trying to keep their jobs,
Mhm.
this could be Matt Ryan's last game in Atlanta.
Wow. That says
Yeah,
you saying a lot, Lo. He still got multiple years left on his contract, don't he?
yeah, he does. He does. But Arthur Smith has stated multiple times that he wants a mobile quarterback, and Matt Ryan is the farthest thing in the world from a mobile quarterback.
He
Like
is. Yeah. He looks
he
like a
he
junky robot when he's running.
he does.
Shit clanging and everything. Like you think a robot with pots on him clanging in the pots. He be trying to move. Listen, he did that against the Saints. He ain't the fastest guy in the world, but I got to give him credit. He'll take off. And he
Yeah,
looks like a junky robot, but if he sees an opening, he'll take it. He did it in the first matchup against the Saints. He
he
took
did.
off several times and created positives. And credit to Atlanta because you had guys like Gage, you had Patterson, you had what's the guy named Zacchaeus?
Zacchaeus.
Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus,
Hmm.
he was playing well in the matchup. So guys who most people don't know who they are did contribute in the matchup against the Saints in the first time around, where we came all the way back in that thing and had the game by two,
Yep.
only for the defense to give up that long ball to get Atlanta in position. And that was to Patterson, matter of fact, a 60-something
Yeah.
yard bomb to Patterson to set up Atlanta to kick the Saints into a loss. Boy, I was livid. But it
Man,
is
I
what it
can
is,
only
though.
imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And the thing is, Q, is like, like I said, our keys to victory is, just I want Taysom Hill to beat us. If I want Taysom Hill to throw for 300 yards. Like that. That's how y'all like that. That's how, in my opinion, I want y'all to be. I want it to be one of those situations where Alvin Kamara shut down. Taysom Hill, somebody reaches out and touch him like an old Diana Ross song. I want somebody to to just make sure if Taysom Hill goes to the bathroom, we hand him the toilet paper. We need to spiral. You know,
Mhm.
so moving forward, it's like, and that's why I said, because I've been listening to your show. You were saying that the Saints need to score 21 points. That's why I said if we can score 24. I don't know if you caught that. If we can score 24, we we might have
That's how you win, Lo. You got to score more points. So I see that.
But yeah, man, we definitely gotta we have to have it. This game. I feel like it's gonna come down to the turnovers.
Mhm.
It's gonna come down to the turnovers. Like we forced a turnover in every game this season. But the issue that we have, Q, is that whenever we turn the ball over and we have the short fields, we're not taking advantage of those opportunities. The first game, I mean, the first play last week, fumble. Well, no, it was like the week before. We ended up getting the ball on the 1 yard line. Throw 4 straight passes. Like, what in the world, bro? Like, do you not trust your offensive lineman? Why can't Q tell me why in the world? I just want your opinion. If you're at the 1 yard line, seems like you would do a quarterback sneak, right? What's going on, Shad and Dave? Much love to
What's up,
y'all,
family?
man.
How y'all doing, brothers?
It seems like you would do a quarterback sneak, right? One of those 4 times, right?
Right. What they do?
All
A
right.
jump pass?
We do play action, straight shotgun, but then later on in the game, on the 48-yard line, on 4th and 2, Guess what we tried to do, Q?
Quarterback sneak.
A quarterback sneak.
Totally
Right.
all mixed up. All mixed
What in the
up.
world? So yeah, man, yeah. It's hey, it's tough. It's tough, man. But Arthur Smith, this is his first year being a head coach. So hopefully he'll continue to, you know, hone his craft. But this is one question I have for you, Q. Is like because Sean Payton, he calls y'all's plays, right? You remember the round table, Q? You remember the round table, right? You remember that, right?
Hey, Rashad brought that up last of the guest stream. He said, you know what, Q? We all picked low and the Falcons to be at the bottom of the NFC South in the predictions. Rashad brought that up. It's slowly at the bottom.
You remember the round table, right?
I remember the round table.
Sean today, y'all know it ain't nothing but love, man. We gotta do another round table so we can so I can gloat a little bit.
Much love to Panther Nation podcast. Much love to the fam, man.
Definitely. But yeah, man, yeah, it's gonna be interesting, Q. It's gonna be interesting, man. This is what it's all about right here, my brother. Falcons and Saints, last game of the season. I'm definitely looking forward to it. And if we win, I'm finna be dancing with a broom like old Buddy and Breaking, right? I'm gonna be
bro, you deserve it, bro. If they win, that means Atlanta. This will be the first time in a while that Atlanta swept the Saints, and Atlanta win means a lot, man, because Atlanta's already eliminated, but it means a lot for Atlanta to play the role of spoiler so the Saints don't get in. So Atlanta can do two things. They can sweep the Saints with a win and prevent the Saints from getting in the playoffs, which is something they can gloat over the next year. So we stopped y'all from getting in the playoffs so y'all can sit next to us and watch the game on the couch. We can't allow that. We can't allow that shit to happen, Lo. We can't.
This is our Super Bowl, Q. This is it right here.
For all the marbles.
For all the marbles, Q.
Bro, yeah,
this is our Super Bowl.
That's true. That's true, bro. That was fun. I remember the NFC South round table, bro. Yeah, we had some fun, man. That was a funny show, man. And yeah, everybody picked Atlanta to be the bottom. And the only thing I remember was Lo was saying, "What in the world, bro?" But at least Rashad keeping his head up and saying, "Man, you're just lonely at the bottom. It's all right, bro. You and Dave got it, man." You know what? We had them on the guest stream last week. I don't know if you've seen it, Lo, but man, I felt bad bringing them on because Rashad told me. Rashad said, first of all, Q, I really don't want to do this. I was like, I said, at the end of the show, I said, well, give me y'all predictions. They predicted the Saints was going to win. You know how tough that is for the diehards like Dave and Rashad to pick the Saints to lose. I mean, the Saints to win over their squad. Man, that was like torture, man. I was after the end of the show, I was like, bro, I'm so sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I thought it'd be like therapy. It was not that. Yeah, I thought, man, that was terrible, man. That was messed up. But that much love to them brothers, man. They're doing great work over there.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
But Lo, let me ask you this, bro. This is another thing, bro. For your squad, bro, for the Who Dat Nation family members that's not totally familiar with Atlanta squad, we know about Maddie, Icy Hot, and a few other players. But look, share with us, and it could be offense, defense, or special teams. Let us know about some jewels in the rough that can impact the game that the Saints family members might not know about. Guys, you got to watch out in the matchup.
Okay. I think like one of our best defensive players. I don't know if y'all know him or not, but Foye Oluwakin, really good player. Yeah, he actually moved over to the Mike linebacker. And it's one of those situations where Deion Jones, he's actually playing that strong side linebacker now. Mm-hmm. So Foye, he's been playing at a Pro Bowl level this year, and a lot of people might not know him. Number 54. So y'all make sure that y'all keep an eye on him. I think he's had interceptions 2 weeks in a row. Fast linebacker. Went to Yale. So, that's wait a minute. Hold on, Q. Hold on, Q. Jason Gaines. Much love. Wait, let me read the comment. I need to respect it. He said, according to Over the Cap, he says that I'm gonna say Saints for you, Q. I'm gonna say Saints. He said the Saints are $62.5 million over the cap for 2022. There isn't enough voodoo magic to get them.
What you mean, Jason? We got out 100 million. 62 is nothing.
Hey, man, them boys don't have. Hey, somebody need to check the Saints out for money laundering, because them boys know they be moving some money around, boy. They be able to throw that money in the washing machine, but I don't know what them boys be doing. Hey, Jason Gates, thank you so much, man. I definitely appreciate you for supporting the chat with me and my homeboy Big Q. But you already know what time it is. That's that dun dun dun. That's a Superman chat.
You got the family members. Carla doing it.
Yeah. We gotta all do it together. See, that's.
But yeah, Lo, I like that, bro. Thank you, Jason, man, for that, man. Appreciate you. But he said 62 and a half, bro. That's nothing.
Dang,
we had 100 million that we not only got down under the cap, but had a surplus when it was said and done. So if anything, fam, we know how to move that. So that 62.5, I think it's more around 50 something. If I'm not mistaken, I'm going to have to go and double check the numbers, but yeah, that's nuts for the Saints to do, man. We'll get up under that plus some. Watch.
I mean, Terry Fontenot said it himself. He said that, salary cap is just numbers. He said it himself. So it's like when everybody talks about, everybody's like, Matt Ryan, he's not going anywhere because, the dead cap hit, which I think is like about 30 in the mid 30s next year. Mm-hmm. I'm sitting here like, y'all realize that Terry Fontenot made the Titans pay Julio Jones' contract whenever they paid him. Whenever they traded him. So it's like, if Terry Fontenot, if he legitimately wants to get rid of Matt Ryan, he'll get rid of Matt Ryan. Like that's like y'all don't think that that's just what it's gonna be. Like that he's stuck here, because I'm gonna tell you something, and it's like I was telling everybody in my chat. It's like, I understand, there's a lot of people out there, they get naked for Matt Ryan. I understand that. But at the end of the day, Terry Fontenot and Arthur Smith, they just came to this job and they're trying to build their own legacy, and they want to keep their job. Now, this season, as of right now, they've only won 7 games. And Arthur Blank is not getting any younger. He wants to see a winner.
Right.
They might make that move. That's all I'm saying. They might legitimately make that move.
Yeah, that's totally logical, though. You got a young general manager and a young coach coming at the same time. They want their own quarterback. They want their own system in place, and for them to have the type of success they want, and it could definitely mean serious stuff. That Matt Ryan's era is over with. 7 wins this year, and it don't help you to stay. Well, Matt Ryan won 10 games. You trying to get one? No. 7 games, you up out of here. But you made mention of Olakun, bro. He got 95 solo tackles. As it says, 2 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 3 picks on the season right now. So this dude's a player. What other stars you got, guys that we're not familiar with that we need to watch out for in the game, bro?
Yeah, I think a lot of people, they don't realize that a lot of people don't know about AJ Terrell. Like, AJ Terrell is, like I said, he's the highest rated cornerback in the league. I think like 86.1. He plays cornerback like I haven't seen anyone play it in Atlanta for a very, very long time. So, he's definitely going to be a baller himself. I see there it says that he has 3 interceptions, but he could have easily had 7 this year, easily. So he's definitely a baller. As far as the offensive side of the ball, Hayden Hurst, the backup tight end, very talented. I think he runs like a 4.40. A big boy. He could run. Think he runs so fast. Both of his feet don't touch the ground at the same time. But I know that he's had some issues with some injuries this year, but we've been talking about those two tight end sets with Hayden Hurst and Kyle Pitts, and he's really been one of our red zone threats this year. So, offensively and defensively, I think those are some of the unsung heroes that a lot of people don't know about.
Yeah, he was the starter until Kyle Pitts, the phenomenal young rookie tight end, came into the league out of Florida. And I knew when they drafted him, they were having dreams of having that two tight end set brought back there where they can be able to work you to death with an athletic weapon like Pitts. And then Hurst, who's a pretty balanced tight end, he can catch the ball. And I think he's been having injury issues this year. On that one.
Yeah.
So,
I know. If I'm not mistaken, I think one of those. I think he was in COVID protocol for a period of time as well.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
He also had issues with some injuries as well. So he hadn't played, I think, like 4 or 5 games, if I'm not mistaken. So
yeah,
he's definitely a threat. Though. A lot of people don't think about him whenever they think about the Falcons.
Nah, you got to pay attention to Hurst, man. Hurst is a weapon, man. And I think they're thinking that because he's a backup tight end, that such as but that dude can go to several teams and start, man. He's a pretty good tight end. So it's basically 2 starters there at the tight end position. And I guess I don't know if your offense do it where they move Pitts around where he can line them up in the slide, or sometimes they line them up as a wide receiver. So and they have Hurts there, attached to the offensive line. So there are many different ways if you're imaginative enough to be able to use both these type of weapons. And Lo, let me ask you this final question, bro. Well, actually 2 questions. One is going to be your call on what the score is for the matchup, and the next one will be Jameis related. So let me go ahead on and start with the score prediction, bro. What you think the score is going to be?
Well, I think everything that we've been talking leading up to whenever we actually had a chance to sit down and talk.
Thank you, Coach Roney.
Definitely. I think leading up to whenever we actually had a chance to sit down and talk with the family and everything, I'm gonna say 24-21. Q. I'm going. I'll say Falcons 24-21. Y'all shoot for 21 points. We shoot 24.
That's pretty clever, Lo. That's pretty low. He said, look, 35 or 20. He said, nah, just a field goal is all we need to win.
That's it. That's all we need. If we do, like I said, I'm going to put a video up on my channel. I'm going to be breaking. I'm going to stand the boom up.
Well, listen, Lo, you deserve it, bro. If the Falcons handle business against the Saints, with the Saints knowing what's at stake right here, a potential playoff berth, not allowing Atlanta to sweep them, as we were able to split with Carolina. We swept Tampa Bay, despite the fact they're claiming an NFC South crown this year. We have to split with the Falcons. We have to. I think we want this game. We should want this game. And I think we do want it more than the Falcons. The Saints have an opportunity to be in the playoffs. They can't let anything else stop them from that. They got to execute, and they got to win this contest. So 24-21 is a very good score, to be honest with you, Lo. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's around there, bro. And Scoop says 20-14. Saints. So yeah, I don't think it's going to be, T. Scott says 17-16. It's going to be something like that. I don't foresee the Saints having a break like they scored 28 or 35 points. I simply don't see that happening. I think it's going to be a close game, and then the Saints will kind of get get a couple of field goals here and there. But like I said, the thing that really I'm looking at from Atlanta, Lo, is the fact that the Atlanta squad, offensively speaking, are healthy. I mean, you are missing Ridley, but most of the offensive pieces are there. And Matty Icy Hot is playing in his own building, and you can't discount the Atlanta Falcons. You can't, especially when the Saints and Falcons play. So Saints got to take care of business.
I would say this though, Q. That's actually to y'all's benefit because we played terrible at home.
Us too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bro. We won
1 game.
Well, we won 2 games. We beat Tampa Bay, which is a given. And the only other game we won was against last week against Rashard and Dave's Carolina squad. Prior to that, we lost all the games in the building, including the other matchup to y'all the first time around in the Atlanta Saints matchup in the Dome. So we had a disastrous, probably one of the worst seasons at home under the Sean Payton era. For whatever reason, the Saints just don't play well in the Dome. Like the Dolphins game, they called for a blackout. They wanted us to put the black and gold gear on and all that kind of stuff, only to go there and watch the game or watching on your screen. And only thing that was blacking out was the Saints' eyes after getting their ass whooped in that game. So, I mean, it's just like, you know what? No more blackouts, no more none of this stuff.
No
But
more blackout.
They play really well on the road. I got to give them I don't know what it is, but they play well on the road. So that's a positive. But Lo, let me ask you about this, bro. You made mention, me and you was talking, and you made mention you was on one of the shows recently, and you was talking about Jameis Winston. Is there a possibility, from your perspective and your inside knowledge, that Atlanta could be looking at Jameis Winston as a potential replacement for Matty Icy Hot when he leaves?
If I was Terry Fontenot, I would want Jameis Winston. I mean, think about it. He's still young. You know, what is he now? 20. Today was his birthday. Was he 26? Now,
I think let me pull up Jameis. Yeah, something around there, Lo. I think he is 26. Is 26.
I mean, he's still young. Athletically, he's in his prime. I mean, ACL injuries, they're not as big of a deal as they were 10 years ago. So, if you ask me, it's common sense. He'll be affordable, number one. Number two, it's one of those cases where he knows two teams in the NFC. Like, he knows two teams' offensive scheme. Like,
27, Lo.
Okay, he's 27. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And so, and then, you know, it's one of those cases where he would definitely want to beat the Saints and he will want to beat the Buccaneers. It's the perfect situation. He's from Alabama. I mean, what other team besides New Orleans is close to Alabama but the Atlanta Falcons? I think it's genius. You know, he's had experience in the NFL in multiple systems. If it was me, I would take him. I mean, because we see everybody talks about his interceptions, but this season, 14 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. It's like all of the whole, you know, we don't want him because he throws interceptions. It's like, this is what I've been saying, and I was saying this before the season, Q. And you know, we were talking about this with the Loose Cannon boys. Sometimes I ain't even gonna say sometimes. Many times, coaching makes a huge difference on the performance of a player. If you put a player in a situation where he can't successfully succeed, and just like you said, he didn't come to New Orleans to save the Saints. He came to be saved. So it's one of those situations where if he could play within the system, because I don't know if you remember, like I do, Tampa Bay's defense was terrible. It was terrible. He had to throw that much. And whenever you throw, it's just like my old coach used to say, you know, there's 3 bad things that can happen and 1 good thing that can happen. So, you know what I'm saying? If you throw 50 times a game, you're going to throw interceptions. One thing that a lot of people don't realize whenever they look back at that film, over 60% of those interceptions, his wide receivers and running backs and tight ends, they put hands on the ball first.
Yep.
They were tip passes. They were passes where people just didn't catch the ball. And there were situations where people just ran the wrong route. So it's like, you can't put all those interceptions on Jameis. Like, Jameis, like, he's an awkward kid. He has awkward body language and he has terrible look. But if it was me, if I was Terry Fontenot, I would legitimately consider signing Jameis Winston to the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, that's just me.
Yeah, I think you're right, Lo. I mean, and of course the Saints expressed interest in bringing Jameis Winston back. A lot of people, and they got weird mock drafts that I've seen with the Saints drafting quarterbacks. Man, we just drafted a quarterback. That's Sean Payton is, and people like you gonna take that. Like, man, Coach Payton is not going to take a running quarterback with the first round draft pick. He's not. If like I said, I've been telling people that for a while. It's like skill set players. We're going to take a wide receiver. Coach Payton's not going to burn that pick on a wide receiver. He's going to build his lines. He's going to be like he did this past season when he got Peyton Turner. Didn't he get Turner? The previous year, what he did, get Cesar Ruiz. Well, Cesar Ruiz was a bad pick. They playing Cesar Ruiz out of position, fam. He's not a guard. And Coach Payton playing him at guard demands a center. You know, and he's struggling to learn the guard position. Trust me, it's a big difference. And he's having issues. If you leave him at the center position, let him learn the job that he worked his way up to be a first-round draft pick as a center out of Michigan. Let him stay at the center position. Move Eric McCoy to the guard position. You'll see success there. But, you know, I'm really leery of having him play the guard position. And then Andrews Pete's constant injury issues. You know, I like Andrews Pete. But it's just one thing after another. Armstead's retiring. I mean, not retiring, but he's not going to be with the Saints next year. He's going to move on somewhere else. You think the Saints are not going to look to improve? So, I mean, we're going to see.
What in the world? Padre says, Coach Lowe getting naked for Jamie. Clothesline Patterson. Like I said, they all have names to Cordell Patterson. Clothesline Patterson will be mortified. What in the world, bro?
No.
Padre, thank you so much for supporting the channel. You already know what time it is. Y'all know the tradition. That's that. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat.
I just get the hell out the way. I get the hell out the way and let Low go for it, man. Thank you, Padre. Appreciate you, bro.
Much
Thank
love,
you
brother.
for supporting the platform. But yeah, Low, man, listen, man, I like to thank you, bro. This was always fun to bring my homie Big Low in the building to talk about it, man. And I know we're not supposed to be, as Saint Man and the Falcon, man, we're not supposed to be able to laugh and have fun like this, but it's a great dialogue as opposed to people aggressively attacking you about your squad. And you came up with, you know what I'm saying? Man, respect is what we need. And that's what it is. So we got love for Big Low Country. We got love for Big Low, the team over there, Coach Roney, my dog Big Low, and the rest of the family and doing their thing, man. So congratulations to on the growth of your platform too, Big Low. You came a long way, bro, and doing it big, brother. Much love to you.
Thank you so much, my brother. I definitely appreciate it. You know, I'm always hitting you up with questions, man. So look, I definitely got to thank you for, you know what I'm saying, giving me all the wisdom and knowledge that you've given me over this past year, man.
You got it all, Low inside, bro. You got it all, bro. You turned it, you took it, you a rocket, took it right up to the sky, bro.
Man, I definitely appreciate it. And you can ask everybody in the chat, man. It's like whenever we talk about anything Saints related or anything that has to do with New Orleans, and I got to give my homeboy Big Q a shout out. You know, I always tell him, I said, well, look, if you need the intel about the Saints or anything in regards to New Orleans, whether it's the Pelicans, LSU, the Pontchartrain Crawdads, you know.
Low, you know, the USFL is coming back in 100 days. And bro, they the New Orleans Breakers, which was the Breakers, which is the original, because the USFL, you know, that's old school, bro. But they had 8 teams, and all of those teams are coming back. And the New Orleans Breakers are one of those teams. So New Orleans has another pro team, the New Orleans Breakers. So that'll be fun talking about them. So I guess we cover them on here. I don't know if they got an Atlanta team. I think they got a Birmingham team. I don't know if they got an Atlanta team. It's 8 teams all together. I don't know if they got. I'm
not sure. But I tell you one thing. I put it to you like this right here, because if there is not an Atlanta team, I'm going to skip over Birmingham because of my love for the city of New Orleans, and I will become a New Orleans Breakers fan if there is not an Atlanta team. So I'll just go ahead and put that out there, Q.
Yeah, bro, it's gonna be fun. It's supposed to 100 days the USFL kicks off, man, barring anything. It's supposed to be playing out of one building, out of one stadium initially, but you know, it's the tricky thing nowadays, Low, playing with the C-19 stuff and all the stuff going on, man. So, you know, it's a hard deal just for the leagues to keep games going without postponement. So, I mean, this is the kind of world we living in right now, bro, but they're just trying to find a way just to stay afloat and keep things circulating, man. It's crazy.
I know it, man. I know it. I was actually planning on coming to New Orleans for the Falcons games, but with C-19 and everything, I was like, we need to just try to be safe and hopefully everybody, kind of do what they need to do so we can get past this whole pandemic and,
Right.
get back to a normal way of life, hopefully. But yeah, man, yeah, it's tough. Hopefully they could finish the season out because, just like in the NBA, like I don't know if you seen the other night, but the Hawks, they only had Trey Young. Everybody else was from the practice
Wow.
squad and the College Park Hawks, Skyhawks. So it was tough, man. It was tough.
It just says a college. Yeah, College Park. That's what. Yeah,
Yeah,
the pro team.
yeah,
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Two Chains owns them.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Two
Okay,
Chains
pretty
owns
cool.
them.
Pretty cool. He
Definitely,
probably
man.
stay in one of those black country clubs we talking about, Lo.
They probably do. They don't tell about
Might
Chain.
own one of them, knowing him.
They don't tell about Chain. Molly Mall, what in the world, Bo? Molly Mall said, Big Q, I'm butt naked over here in the Falcons house. What in the world, Bo? Molly Mall, even though you're a Saints fan and everything, and you get on my nerves sometimes. Y'all know what the tradition is. Y'all know we got to do it. That's that dun dun dun. That's a Superman chat.
Man, that never gets old, man. Listen to Lo, man. I gotta get out the way when Lo do the Superman chat. I gotta get out the way and let him do it. But Lo, man, much love to you, bro. I appreciate you coming over and dropping some knowledge with the Who Dat Nation, bro. Let the family know, bro, where they can find you in your platform, bro.
Definitely, man. So for everybody out there that doesn't know me, my name is Big Low Country. I'm just a old country boy, former football coach, that just love to sit around and talk about sports. And it doesn't matter whether it's the Falcons. I talk about if the Saints, something interesting happens with the Saints, any team. It's not just limited to Atlanta, and it doesn't matter the sport. If I find something interesting that has to do with cricket, I'll be doggone. We finna talk about cricket. Find me at Big Low Country Sports on YouTube. I'm sorry, it's spelled Kuntry. I didn't realize I was spelling it wrong until I graduated from college. Also, same thing on Twitter and Instagram. That's at Big Low Country. And we get together, man. We just have a good time, man. We just have a good time. This is the vibe that we love to have. I'm honest. I'm always honest. If I feel like the team is gonna lose, I'm going to say it. And if it's one of those situations where someone didn't do what they were supposed to do, I'm going to acknowledge it. I'm not going to, shy away from any type of conflict. So, definitely, man, definitely. Check us out, man. We get together. We have a great time. Have a great time.
Yeah, that's my dog Lo, man. And Lo is real funny, man. He knowledgeable, really smart dude, man. And I appreciate you, Lo, for chiming in, bro. And man, we got to get this W coming up on Sunday afternoon, bro. We don't want to sit on the couch next to Atlanta Falcons, bro, watching the playoffs, bro. No.
I got a cup over here for you, Q.
No. Bro, we gotta win a game, bro. We can't bro. We can't sit on the couch, bro. We gotta play in the playoffs, bro. We gotta get in that thing, bro. People like you, we might be one and done. You never know what's gonna happen. Just get there first.
Just get in there first.
People, man, Q, why you want them to make the playoffs? I said, bro, because that's the standard. The standard is to make the playoffs, bro. And you can't win a Super Bowl or anything unless you're in the playoffs.
Unless you're in the playoffs.
And you never know.
We've seen it.
Lo, you never know.
Look at New York.
Right.
Yeah, look at New York. Like, no, right. I mean, because Taysom Hill, he could get on, he could go on a run just like Colin Kaepernick did. Teams just don't know how to stop him. And next thing you know, you in the NFC Championship or the Super Bowl. Like, I don't believe in that myself. That whole, we just going to lose the first game. Well, you can keep that over there where you at. I'm trying to get to these doggone playoffs.
Yeah, let's get in the playoffs and see what shake with all the stuff turning and twisting. You never know how it'll shape out for you. So that's what I be just telling the family members. Just getting in that thing. The hell with the draft. I'm not worrying about the draft right now. Yeah. We'll talk about the draft after football is over with, and that's all we need to talk about is improving the team. But I'm not talking about the draft right now. We got football games left to play. We got to play.
Exactly.
We got to beat Atlanta. We can't let Atlanta sweep us on the season. We don't want to sit on the couch next to Atlanta and watch the game. We can't do that. We can't let Atlanta sweep us. We'll never hear the end of it. They'll
But
still be
after
guilty credit of the sweep, and on top of that, then they'll knock you out the play. We can't let that go down, fam. Come on, we got to have more pride about ourselves than to think that we'll never hear the end of it. Never hear the end of it.
Hey, after we sweep this floor, I'm gonna have my mama walk across it with no shoes on. Make sure that it's clean.
My mama used to say that, Lo. She said, I feel like I got trash under my feet. Come sweep this floor.
Yeah.
I just swept the floor, mama. Better sweep it again. I feel like I got trash under my feet.
Yeah,
See, that's old school, man. Yep. Oh, yeah. All right, my dog. Listen, I appreciate you, bro. Much love to you, bro.
Man.
And we're gonna holler. You gonna pop up on the post game, bro?
Hey, I was just gonna tell you. So whatever the result is, I'll be there, Q. Whatever the result is, win, lose, draw,
you gonna be in the bill. Same with me, my dog. Same with me, and whether it probably pop up on that thing. Yours, mine's, whatever. But yeah, we'll do it. But much love to Lo. Appreciate you, bro. Everybody give my dog Lo a shout out, man. Representing, man. I'll let you later, my brother. Who that take?
All right, man. Y'all be easy, brother.
Peace. That's my dog, Big Lo. Appreciate him chiming in, man. And Lo is one of the best, man. He's a good dude, man. And like I guess a lot of family members who are New Orleans Saints people be like, damn, Atlanta and New Orleans Saints people getting along, laughing. Hell yeah, man. Good people, no matter where you come from, baby. But anyway, fam, this one I won't share with y'all before I leave. And much love to my dog, Big Lo, Coach Roney, and the rest of the family over there at Big Lo Country Sports, man. They're doing a lot of great work, man. They're growing that platform, man, and putting a lot of work in. Always have fun talking to them, man. It's a ball, man. This is the New Orleans Breakers, fam, from the USFL that's supposed to start playing in 100 days of action. This is the logo, New Orleans Breakers. This is old school, man. I remember the Breakers back in the G, man. Back in the G. But yeah, this is the Breakers logo. You see Nola there. And I'm going to see about seeing if I can get a hat or something. But I don't think their gear is out yet. But that's the colors, though. Yep, they had a white helmet with this logo on it. And, I used to say, what the hell is on that logo? But what's a breaker? What it got to do with a bird? They ain't never broke down exactly what it means. But this is the New Orleans Breakers are back in effect. So you got another team. And, hopefully they stick around for a little bit, the USFL, man. So, so we could be able to, but we'll cover them on this channel, man. It's New Orleans football, man. It's pro football. It's all good, man. A little competition for the Who Dat Nation. Probably just use them as a farm league team. They don't have a head coach yet. Several coaches was just named into that thing. I know Gus Malzahn is in the USFL. They just hired 4 coaches. Breakers haven't hired one yet. But when they start, that news start breaking, fam, I'll share it along with the Saints news on this channel as well. But anyway, much love to the fam, man. I appreciate each one of y'all for joining. I hope y'all had fun, man, today with Big Lo Country representing the Falcon family members, talking about the Saints and Falcons matchup. Here it is, fam. Week 18, baby. Week 18. This is the finale, regular season finale. We got business to take care of. We got business to transact. We got to handle the business. You can't tell me that the Saints are not more, I ain't going to say desperate, but I guess you can say that, to get this win than the Falcons. The Falcons already sitting there chilling. Listen, man, the Saints have something to play for, and despite whatever we need to do, we need to knock the piss out of Atlanta, and we need to go in there and get it. Well, it's probably going to be a close game. It's going to be a fight. I don't expect us to beat anybody bad, but I do expect that the black and gold will win this game. And Lo said 24-21. I say something like that, maybe 21-17 or something like that. I don't like doing the predictions of scores and all that. I leave that to the family members. But we got to get the win, fam. Much love to the fam. We got to get the win. We can't be sitting next to my dog, Big Lo, and the rest of the family members watching the game. No, we got to. And listen, we beat them, and then of course the other team got to handle their business. The Rams got to take care of business against the 49ers, but we got to handle business first, and it'll happen Sunday. But anyway, I like to thank all the family members for joining us for this installment of the show. Please feel free to hit the like button. If you hadn't hit the like button, please subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, please feel free to join our Patreon show to help the platform. Patreon.com/the Pro Media Network. Patreon.com/the Pro Media Network. Also, you can become a YouTube member of the channel right there and get access to a lot of content. TSC Unleashed will be rolled out. We'll be doing our first TSC Unleashed show. It'll be on Patreon. For the family members, we'll be talking about Antonio Brown's commentary, the long ass reply that he had about what happened. We'll cover that and some other news notes and items on TSC Unleashed that'll be this weekend as well on Patreon. So be looking out for that. On Q with Big Q, our news show is available on Patreon as well. So, but like I said, we got another episode of On Q with Big Q. We did like an hour and 30-minute news show the other day. Finally released that thing. Got a lot of hard-hitting stuff in there. I know that's a raw and hardcore show, man, that kind of spits in the face of the reality that that they're showing us about. But it's hard to overlook the videos and news clippings and articles that I'm showing you. It's hardcore and real deal up in that piece. Let me tell you something. But anyway, I appreciate you guys want to support, and feel free to go and support Low Stream. They're doing great work as well. Subscribe to their channel as well and help them build that platform. And listen, fam, I'll holler at y'all tomorrow on the Friday stream. I'm about to go on. I'm been monitoring the Pelicans matchup, as the Pelicans right now are playing the Golden State Warriors. Steph Curry's not there, and the Pelicans are trailing by 1 right now, 57-56, with 6:58 in the third. So we'll do a Pelican post game report later on tonight. So just for you to know. So we'll be back Friday to open the phone lines for the family members to chime in as well. So much love to you guys. Keep your heads up. Stay positive, man. And remember, we got to get this win, man. We need this win. All right, fam. Much love to y'all. And I'll holler at y'all later. Who dat now?
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. #1 sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies and the vets, players you should look at. It's the sports coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game, party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, who that nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the sports coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
Your black and gold home for the New Orleans Saints.
TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who Dat and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who Dat in all of us.